Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you all? I hope you all are fine with the grace of Almighty Allah. So today packet tracer activity 13.1.10 configure wireless network. So this packet tracer activity is very important, very simple, straightforward and very important. Why it is important? Because everyone using a wireless network or wireless router for internet usage. Okay, so all people have this wireless network. So today activity is very simple, straightforward, no configuration, no command, just we have some GUI interface and we need to do some settings. Okay, so what is the objective of this activity is connect to the wireless router. First we connect the wireless router. So second objective, configure the wireless router, connect a wired device to the wireless router and connect a wireless device to the wireless router, and at the end add the AP access point to the network to extend the wireless range. Okay, this is the access point. Okay, so this access point we need to add with the wireless router to extend the wireless coverage. Okay, sometimes the signal is very weak, so we plug the access point, okay, just to extend the wireless coverage. So update the default router setting. Okay, now these are the objective of this activity. Let me go for the introduction. So in this activity I will go a little bit fast. Okay, so if you are not clear enough, you can pause the video and then watch again. Okay, so I will be little bit fast. Okay, so in this activity you will configure a wireless router and access point to accept the wireless client and a router IP packet. Furthermore, you will also update some of the default setting. Instructions. Part 1, connect to the wireless router. Okay, part 1, step number 1, connect the admin PC, this is the admin PC, okay, to the wireless router. So this is wireless router, so we need to connect the admin PC to the wireless router. Okay, how we can connect? Click it here, go to the straight through cable. Okay, take the wireless fast Ethernet and connect with any of the interface, gigabit 01 interface. Okay, so this is the first step, straightforward first step. Okay, so when the cursor change to the connection mode, click admin and choose the Ethernet, fast Ethernet. We have chosen fast Ethernet, this one, and wireless router will act as a switch to the device and connect the LAN as a router to the internet. Admin is now connected to the LAN gigabit 01. So we have connected with the gigabit 01. When packet tracer display a green triangle on both sides of the connection between admin and the wireless router, continue to the next step. So now this is the green triangle on the both ends, so we will go to the next step. If now no green triangles are shown, yeah, it's already shown, so we don't need. Preferences, you may also click fast forward time just above the connection to select the box into yellow to bar. So it's already done, so no need to click it here. Okay, this is the fast forward time. So step number 2, configure admin to use the DHCP. So we need to configure the admin PC to use the DHCP. So to get the IP address from this wireless router, okay, because it has no IP for the time being, we will go to the admin PC and we will get the IP. You can see here no IP. Okay, let me make some adjustment. Okay, so this is the static IP. You can see we did not configure. So this admin PC, this is the admin PC will get the IP from this wireless router. So how it can get the IP? So there is two options. One, you can assign the static IP. Another one is this wireless router is also your DHCP server. Okay, so the DHCP, so this admin PC will get the IP directly from this wireless router. Okay, how it will get? Click it here and you can see here now 192.168.0.100. so this is the IP address and subnet mask is this one. So here you can see IP address. So what is the IP address of the computer? 0.100. Okay, so this is the IP address, 192.168.0.100 is the IP address. So what is the subnet mask of the computer? 255.255.255.0. okay, it's a class C address, so this is the subnet mask. So what is the default gateway of the computer? So default gateway is 192.168.0.1. This is the default gateway of the computer. So close the IP configuration. So we will close, and value can be vary from, because sometime. So connect to the wireless web interface. In the desktop tab on the admin, choose web browser. Okay, so where we will go? We will go to the desktop. Okay, sorry, this is the admin PC desktop, web browser. Click it here on the web browser, and here we are going to type the 192.168.0.1 is a URL address. Okay, so we need to access this wireless router. So what is the IP address of this wireless router? Can anyone tell me now? So what is the IP address of this wireless router? This wireless router, what is the IP address? You can see here, sorry. So this is the desktop. We can go to the desktop, and you can see here, this is the IP address of your wireless router. Default gateway 0.1. So this is the IP address. 0.1 is the IP address of your wireless router. Okay, wireless router IP address is 0.1. Okay, 192.168.0.1. Okay, so we will go to the, we are here in the admin PC, and we will access this wireless router graphical user interface through this admin PC. Okay, so now we will go to the here, let me close admin PC. Okay, and web browser, and then I will type the IP address. Okay, what is the IP address? 192.168.0.1. okay, so this is the IP address. So what is the default password? You can see admin. Okay, so admin is the default password. Admin. Okay, so please, you need to follow all the instructions. Okay, I'm little bit fast today because it's very easy. Just click and drop and some drag and drop, and some, there is only few settings, no configuration, no commands, no execution, nothing else, only just settings. Okay, so admin PC, the password is admin, and username is also admin. So we'll go to the basic setting of the page and IP address range of the DHCP. Okay, and basic setting, this is the basic setting. If you will see here, is the IP address of the admin PC within the range? Is it expected? Explain the answer. You can see here the DHCP IP address 0.1. okay, so range is 0.150. yes, it is on the same range. Okay, if you will go to the PC here, and it has the same range. Okay, how you can go and check? You can go and check here IP configuration. You can see 0.100. okay, so again I need to log in 192.168.0.1. okay, so admin, again admin, click OK, press yes, it is on the same range. Our PC is on the same range. Okay, now next thing is step number 4, configure the internet port of the wireless router. In this step, wireless router is configured to the configured to the route the packet from the wireless client to the internet. You will configure the internet port to the wireless to connect to the internet. You can see here it is connected with the internet. So this is with the internet, but we did not configure the IP address of this interface here. Okay, this is the internet port. So this port we did not assign the IP address, so we need to assign the IP address. So what is the IP address we need to assign? 209.165.200. This is the IP address. Okay, so we need to assign this IP address. So if we will not assign, it will not able to connect with the internet. Okay, so how we can assign this one? See here, go to the internet, here automatic configuration of the DHCP, go to the static, and here you can assign the IP address 209.165.200. and 225. Okay, and subnet mask is 255 tab 255, sorry, 255 255 255 and 252. okay, so 252. so default gateway is 209.165 200 226. okay, so this is the IP. so you can see this is a default gateway IP, and the DNS is 209. so 209.165 2011. okay, so this is the setting. okay, after that we need to save this setting. okay, save the setting, click it here and save the setting. okay, so scroll down and save the setting. Note, if you get a request timeout message, close the admin window and wait for a orange light to turn into the green triangle. Click the fast forward button to make this happen faster. Then reconnect the wireless from the admin browser using a process explained in step 3. To verify the connectivity, open the browser, and so you can see here now it will take some little bit time. So we can go for the fast forward. Now it is okay, it is working fine. okay, otherwise you can press Alt D to speed up the process. Now what we need to do, we need to type www.cisco.pka. okay, so we need to type this one into the browser. okay, so here we need to type in the open browser. okay, open the browser, click it here and press go. okay, so once you will press, you can see we can access this cisco.pka. so we are going to access this admin, so we are going to access from this admin PC to this server. okay, Cisco server. so you can see now we can connect through the internet. so this is the internet. so we have just configure the static IP addresses here, internet IP addresses, and after that we are able to access this server through the internet. okay, now part 2, configure the wireless setting. so in this activity you will only configure the wireless setting from 2.4 gigahertz. okay, and configure the wireless SSID. so we will configure wireless SSID. okay, and okay, let me close this one. Navigate to the wireless GUI interface. This is the IP address. okay, on the web browser admin basic setting we will go, and SSID. okay, let me go step by step. First, web browser, and go press here, and after that what we need to do, we need to go to the wireless basic setting. okay, first we need to enter the admin, press OK. this is the basic setting. okay, wireless basic setting, wireless basic setting, and here we are going to network mode auto, and the SSID is a company. okay, so we just need to enter this SSID. it's a case sensitive, so better to copy and paste so you will not commit any mistake. okay, so after that what we need to do, so we need to change the standard channel to 6. okay, so channel to 6. so here by default standard channel is 1 and 2.4 gigahertz, so we need to change to channel 6 2.437 gigahertz. okay, so we need to select this one, and the next step what we need to do, which we need to change step number E. For this activity, disable both 5 gigahertz frequency and leave the rest of the setting unchanged. so this is done, and 5 gigahertz we will disable and other things remain unchanged. Save setting. so now it's going to use 2.4 gigahertz and channel 6 SSID. okay, now Once done, go step number 2. In this step, you will configure the wireless security setting using WPA2 security mode with the encryption and passphrase. Okay, so now we will go to the step 2, wireless under 2.4 gigahertz WPA2 personal. Okay, so again we will go there, and let me again go to the need to access this wireless router. Okay, this is the IP admin, click OK, wireless setting, okay, and wireless security. So wireless security is disable, so we will this 2.4 gigahertz we need to enable WPA2 personal. Okay, so we need to enable WPA2 personal security mode. So encryption type is AES and passphrase is Cisco 123, and I am going to copy the same passphrase somewhere here. You can see it's Cisco C capital Cisco 123 at the end exclamation mark. Okay, and click save the setting. We will save the setting, passphrase. Okay, done. And verify the basic wireless setting and wireless security pages are connected. Pages are correct. So we can see yes, it is correct. Passphrase AES WPA2 passphrase. Okay, passphrase. Okay, yes, I think now it is done. Save setting. So, and after that open the laptop and select the desktop tab and click the wireless setting. Okay, so now we will open the laptop. Okay, any of the laptop. Okay, go to the desktop, PC wireless setting, and we try to connect this one with the this laptop with our wireless router. Okay, so what is the SSID of the wireless router? If you will see, a company. Okay, so click here on connect. Okay, so what is the passphrase? You know, Cisco 123 exclamation mark. Click on connect. Passphrase ASCII characters only. Okay, so Cisco 123. Why it is not accepting? Let me check. Yes, connect. Passphrase consists of ASCII character only. Okay, so it is going to accept only the ASCII character, so we need to change also here wireless router. Okay, first let me go there and quickly I will change 192.168.0.1. okay, admin, click here, wireless security. You can see, yeah, it is passphrase, it is okay. Now it is going to be saved. Let me connect this one, PC wireless connect. Okay, now let me connect here, a company, connect, passphrase Cisco 123 exclamation mark, connect. Now it is connected. Okay, you can see it is connected, it is fine, and we can see here laptop 2 is connected with the wireless router. Okay, now what we need to do, so open the web browser and verify you can navigate this one. Okay, so now we are going to open the laptop. Where is the laptop? Okay, this one, web browser, and we will, yeah, we can access the internet. You can see we can access from the laptop. So I'm in the laptop. You see my mouse cursor, laptop. We can access this server cisco.pka. okay, we can access this server through the internet. Okay, now the next step is repeat the above step to connect the laptop to. Okay, we will repeat the same step. Okay, and we will do the same things. Go to the desktop, click on the PC wireless, connect. Okay, you can see it is going to show us, click it connect, passphrase CISCO123 explanation mark. Okay, connect. You can see now it is connected. You can see this laptop 1 is also connected. So follow the same step. Okay, so after that what we need to do in the part 3, connect the wireless client to the access point. So now this is the access point and laptop. So access point is a device that extend the wireless local area network. Okay, because if the wireless get weak, so wireless router signal get weak, so how we can extend the wireless network? So you can add the access point. Okay, same in our colleges, universities, and all the companies. So one wireless router is enough, but we need to add many access point to have a full wireless range coverage. Okay, so access point is connected to a wired router using a Ethernet cable to project a signal to a desired location. So connect the P0 of access point to available Ethernet port and use a straight through cable. Okay, so we will use a straight through cable and we are going to connect gigabit 02 to P0. Okay, so fast forward and now it is connected. AP, so click AP, select the config tab. So here click it on the AP config tab, and here we are going to use, this is the SSID, so we will use this SSID, so report 0. Okay, yes, now under the port 1 interface, so enter the SSID, a company, and the channel is 1. If you can see here, WPS PSK2, and the passphrase is, so here we need to select WPA2 PSK and passphrase is Cisco 123 and explanation mark. Okay, so after that what we need to do, so keep AES as our default encryption. So default encryption is AES, and if you will see, and then save and exit. Okay, so step number 2, so we need to connect the wireless client. Okay, so the laptop 3, select desktop tab and click PC wireless. Okay, so we need to connect the laptop with the access point. Go to the desktop, go to the wireless. Okay, here we need to connect with the companies. You can see here the signal strength is 81%, channel is 1. You can see this is a company. Okay, this is channel 1 and that one is the channel, also channel 6. Okay, so here passphrase is Cisco 123 explanation mark. Okay, and press connect. So once you will connect, you can see the laptop is connected. Close all the tabs and we will go to the and check www.cisco.pka, and we try to browse this server through the internet. So we enter this one and press enter, and you will see now we are able to access this www server through the internet. You can see here this is our internet and this is the Cisco PKA server. Okay, we can access, so it is working fine. So now we can go to the next step. So change the wireless access password. You can see here, so administrative password must be changed. Okay, so otherwise anyone can access your wireless router. It is highly recommended to change the wireless administrative password. Okay, so don't use the default one. Everyone knows, okay, this is if this is a Linksys, they knows, okay, what is the default password for the Linksys router. If it is the other brand, everyone knows. If you will go to the Google, you can find the default password. So it is highly recommended to change the administrative password. Okay, how to change the administrative password? I will go to the first admin, and we will go to the admin PC and enter this IP 192.168 just to access the wireless router. Okay, so go to the web browser and enter the IP address 192.168.0.1. default password is admin, okay. Username and password is same, admin. This is the default one. So we have to change this access password, okay, administrative password. Go to the administration task, okay. You can see here, this is the default password, router access. Here you can give a different password. So in this task, the password is I think the Cisco, yeah. So in this activity, the password is given Cisco. Enter your password and re-enter to confirm, and press save button to change to affect the changes here. Save setting, click it on the save setting button, and you can see now password has been changed. You can see now it's going to be access admin, and I will enter Cisco, okay. Setting, now it is, the password has been changed, okay. Now what we need to do, step number 2, change the DHCP address range in wireless router 192.168. this is a already pre-defined, and we will change to 192.168.50.0, okay. So we need to change the DHCP address range, okay. Before it was 0.0, now we need to change. Once we will change, so we need to renew the IP addresses before the lease time is out, okay. So now we will go to step by step, and we will change. Go to the setup, okay, and in the setup, if you will scroll down, you will find the DHCP configuration, okay. So here if you will go scroll down here, and you will find this is the DHCP setting, okay. So this is 0.1 is given, and we need to change 50.1, okay. So we need to change this IP addresses here, okay, 50.1, and the IP, you can see here it is 50, so we need to change 0 to 50, okay. And after that, this is, it will affect later on once we will change, okay. Once we will change, it will change automatically to 50.1, okay. So what we need to do, it's the maximum number of users are already 50. So if you will see here, we just need to add, after that we need to, what we need to add, we need to add the DNS, okay. So the 50 is already given, so we need to add the DNS server with the DHCP setting, okay, DNS server here, okay. So we need to add 209.165 and 201.1, okay. So this is our DNS server, okay. So after that, we need to just save the setting, okay. So DHCP range of addresses has been automatically updated. You can see, just click on save setting. So if you will see here, the web browser will display a request time out after the short time. You can see here request time out, okay. So why it is showing request time out, if you will see here, because we change the IP address range, now the new range. So our client PC, the hosts are on the different IP or different network, and we change only on the DHCP server. So we need to also renew the IP addresses, okay. So because of that one, it is showing request time out, okay. So now the next step, what we need to do here, so we need to close this one, and we need to change the we need to renew the IP addresses in the host. If you will see here, now the IP addresses, it is not getting the IP. Click it on the static IP. So it has a different way. So I will use the graphical here. You can see I click on static, then again I click on the DHCP. So it is getting the new IP address range from the DHCP server. So even you can write a command to do the changes, okay. So the command is ipconfig/renew, okay. So you can renew the IP addresses in the same way. Little mistake, no issue, just ipconfig renew, okay. So it will renew the IP address, okay. Because before it was different IP, now it renew to 50.102, okay. You can see here, see, now it has been changed, okay. So it get the new IP address, okay, from the DHCP server. So what is the new IP address information for the admin? 192.168.50.102. so verify that you can still navigate cisco.pka server. Yes, we can go to the browser and type the address here, www.cisco.pka, press go. You will see still we can access this server through the internet. And now renew the IP addresses on the other laptop and verify that you can still navigate to the Cisco. So we can go to the laptop 1 and we can check. You can see now it has been changed, it has been renewed. The IP addresses has been renewed in all the host laptop 1 and laptop 2. You can see here. So the next step what we need to do here, so if you will go and you can see the IP addresses has been renewed, okay, and we can access www.cisco.com. we can double check and verify from the other laptop. Click on the web browser and type www.cisco.com. you can see and we can access our internet web server, okay, www.cisco.com we can access. Okay, notice that the laptop 1 connect to the API instead of wireless router. Okay, instead of wireless router, why it can access this laptop 3? We can access still laptop while laptop 3 is connected with the AP, because the AP had a better signal for the laptop 1. You can see here it has a better signal because the signal strength is better than the wireless router. Because of that one, the second we can say because we himself connected with the access point, not with the wireless router, because the signal strength is better for laptop 3. It can better signal, it can get the better signal from the access point. You can see here. So that's all for today activity, and completion percentage is 100%. You can see. So I hope please try to do this activity by yourself. I hope you will like this video, and if you have any question, please write in the video description below. Inshallah I will entertain your questions. Thanks for watching and see you inshallah in next video. Thank you.